Aloha, Shelby Collins here of shelbycollins.com, and welcome to my vlog for Tuesday. And I apologize that I did not vlog yesterday. I tell you, you know what ends up happening is I've been working, as I'm sure you can imagine, at unpacking and cleaning, unpacking, cleaning, unpacking, 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 moving things. You find a better spot for something. And so then okay. Well, all of a sudden it's like, boom, I hit a wall and I can do nothing else at all. And I had recorded video and I will not include it tonight because I'm too tired to do the editing, but I did record the view out my office window of Diamond Head and the ocean in Honolulu. And I was really proud of myself. It's about 2 minutes long. And so I was fully intending to do my vlog yesterday and to edit in that 2-minute clip so you could see it. And then boom, woman down and had to sleep. So I'll give you the skinny thus far. Today, the movers showed up and I loved them. I will give a shout out to him and the business right now. It's Sons of Aloha Moving. They're on the island of Oahu, and the owner's name is Chris. And both he and his 2-man crew that he sent out to me today anyway were fantastic. Like so good. And it went pretty much just as I expected. They were 15 minutes early. My gut told me they would be. They called when they were 10 minutes away, which was even more fabulous. I ran outside, moved my car out of the garage, put it on the street because there was just we were going to have to be moving stuff in through the garage. And they, all of my bedroom set, as you well know, was still packaged. And let me tell you something, on a scale of 1 to 10, the packaging was like a 25. I do have to say the packaging was outstanding. Even they said, like, holy hell, the packaging on this was so good. All of my stuff made it. I did have one serious casualty, and it's Christmas ornaments. And I don't know if you have one of them. They were big and popular like a decade ago, but they're those Rubbermaid containers, that snap on the side. They're kind of like a rounded square. And they've got all these sections sectioned off, and you like put your ornaments. It's 2 levels, at least mine was 2 layers, and you would put each ornament in a little section. Well, that must have gone ass over tin kettle a few times on the move. And well, when I was taking it out, like glass was following everywhere. Like I actually, swept my big driveway because it was like I didn't even want to pull the car in because there was so much of it on the driveway from just taking it out of the cube. And we got my Buddha moved in. If you can see, I'm sure you noticed the electric tree. It is here. It's still, I don't know if I'm still satisfied with the branches. They went through hell. I can't even begin to tell you. There were a couple things that were definitely had gone through hell. I did find my second set of bamboo and they were perfect. How do you like them apples? You gotta love it. They were thrilled. They're here in Hawaii too. So that was the first thing that I got out after they took the futon mattress out. The futon mattress was kind of holding everything in one reload cube, and it had a big string kind of holding it in, and that was one of the ones that I did not dare move. And let me just say, the one that was all furniture, the IKEA boxes, that had a cord in front of it that I wanted to cut several times because the ladder was behind it, and I wanted to use the ladder to put my vases above the refrigerator, but my gut said not to. And when they cut it today, all kinds of shit started rolling out. Like, holy hell. Even I was in there helping to hold that bed. Oh boy, it was scary. And it was the ones, because they're angled on the other side, right? Everything's angled inward. Nothing's flat. So it was a little rocky there in the beginning. But everything fit. My Buddha, he's right around the corner here, but I'm too sore to even get up right now, and you won't be able to see him with the lights at night. So, and he needs a very good oiling. I can tell he's ready for an oiling. But he probably took, no joke, 40, maybe not 40, 25, 35 minutes to uncrate. I could have never done it myself. Never. I also want to just mention, I'm very shiny because I have Oregon oil on my face tonight. My body was like, give me a little extra moisture because we've been dealing with boxes so much. And I haven't drinking crap for fluids today, so I'm sure I'm probably dehydrated to some degree. So it was like, this is the post-shower look with argan oil on my face. So I apologize if I look all shiny, but that's what the body called for. So anyway, Ganesh looks gorgeous. He's around the corner. I'll show you him soon as well too. But the Buddha made it, which how my heart was. And I probably should have videotaped what it looked like, because when we got the top off and then a side off and looked in, I mean, there was not any padding, really. Okay, like you would think it would be like full of, I don't know, I guess I envisioned, this life-size crate that had tons and crap loads of stuffing in it somehow, which is what the Ganesh did. It was kind of like, it was in there and then they like seal it so it's got his impression. I actually saved his box. I saved the crate from the Buddha too. I'll show it to you. I will show you the Buddha crate and what it looked like. It's like, they had like a little rubber pad where he touched the wood. So between the wood and the Buddha was like a very, very thin rubber pad. And essentially they put like, a bar here, a bar behind him, like 7 or 8 bars so that he did not move. I mean, he was nailed in. Like they said 100 times, like, oh my gosh, this is some sort of really, really, really great pack job. Which is why I was like, let's try to save the crate. Because if I ever need to move him again, that's going to probably be the best way to go. And he weighs a lot. Like they were shocked about that too. It's solid wood, it's really big, but then they went to lift it and we're like, oh my gosh. And I had to scoot him. I had to like swivel him forward a little bit to get the outlet plugged in, the plug plugged into the outlet for this tree. And even I was like, wow, you really got to move, like it's not just a little, even though he's on the carpet, it's like, you gotta, wow. So everything really did make it, with the exception of my ornaments. The dogs were perfect angels. Like you didn't even know they were here. They slept very peacefully in their crates. My bed is put together. The queen bed looks sensational. It's put up, but I don't even have the energy to make it. So I'm sleeping on the futon tonight in my sleeping bag because there is no more room in my bedroom with all the furniture in it. And as you know, the foundation still hasn't arrived. And I tracked it online tonight with UPS and it's still showing the 10th and it's a signature required. So I do believe my UPS guy, my mailman comes at 9 in the morning. I can't tell you how much I love that. As does like my recycling people and the garbage people, tomorrow's yard waste. So they'll probably come around 10 too. And I can't tell you, they took away all the, I told you, the cardboard and all the, oh my gosh, packing from the dresser and the headboard and the 2 nightstands, which are all so gorgeous. And even they were like, real wood, like they were smelling it, like, and then when they were putting the bed together, it was like one of the last things they did was put the bed together. They're like sitting up there and all the wood had been up there a while. And they're like, it smells so good to smell real wood. And, of course, like I mentioned, or I think I mentioned, I am not going to get, but the only thing I will get, I should say, is the headboard, is the bed on one wall. I think I'm going to have to put the 2 nightstands at the foot of the bed. I know that sounds so corny, and the dresser off to the side. I know that sounds so corny, but there is just nowhere else, okay? It's like bed, this much space, and then door. And then across the way, it's like 2 end tables with that air conditioner that's built into the wall. and then the full dresser, and then that's that wall. And then there's like a bathroom there and a closet there. So there's like no more other solid walls to put them on. So it's definitely not an ideal furniture layout, but I'm going to roll with it. You know, everything happens for a reason, and that's got to be there too. Other than that, let's see. I did find, I know I haven't mentioned this, but my whole body is so sore and it is begging me for a hot tub. I mean, that's the end all be all of it, is my body is like, we have to soak in hot, ample water. And so ocean's not going to do it. Bathtub is not going to do it. It has to be hot tub, you know, where I can soak and let my muscles muscle. And so I was going online trying to find if there's any hot springs on Oahu, and there are none, if you were wondering. But through some searching and some Yelping and some, you know, whatevering online, I came across, and, you know, if you're familiar with them, you're going to go, oh my gosh, how hilarious, probably. But they have one of those, Korean, I think the right way to say it is a Korean spa, you know, where ladies, they do have a men's side, but obviously I've never been on the men's side. But the woman's side, you know, it's one of these places where you show up, you get butt naked, and you go and you sit in the hot tubs and the saunas and the jade rooms, and then you get a massage, and then you go home. And obviously it's not for somebody who's, I don't want to use the word prude, but, you know, won't get naked in front of everybody, because that's just the deal, right? It's not a, I mean, it's an American place, but you get what I'm saying. Like, the only place in the world where people are body conscious, quite frankly, is the United States. If you go to Paris, everybody's naked, on the women are topless, and, you know, their G-strings are no string, really. It's kind of like, you know, a piece of floss. So anyway, that's the only place where literally, even if you just want, I'm going for the massage too, because again, my body is about ready to break. But you can go and just use the sauna and the hot tub for $40, which, you know, I would pay that too. But now I have that option at least, because I have to get submerged in some hot water and try to make my body feel like I appreciate it. Other than that, I still haven't done any kind of, if you're wondering, sightseeing, touristing. I'm dying for like a shaved ice, you know, like, I don't want to say a snow cone, but like a Hawaiian shaved ice. I'm craving one so bad. And maybe this weekend I will fulfill that. I'm not quite sure. The good news is everything really did make it pretty good. I did have one chip in a, I guess you'd call it ceramic measuring cup, which totally baffled me, because it was like at the center of the package, you know, and it's like one chip on the side. Oh, and there was something else that was broken, and I can't remember what it is. I do think I have a couple of lamps that are questionable as to whether or not they're going to work, and if they do work, whether or not they'll start a fire. Because they were in that bin with the futon mattress, which is the one no, that's not the one that had the Christmas ornaments, but it looked pretty interesting. Tomorrow I'm going to get my fountain going, my egg-like fountain. I don't know if I had ever showed you guys that, so I'll get that going. Maybe I'll get that on video. But at least all my stuff is here, and I loved the movers. Again, Sons of Aloha on Oahu, and fantastic. I mean, you know, very reasonable rates. Service was impeccable. They really, oh, and if you're wondering, because obviously I was wondering when they showed up, they're like, do we take our shoes off? And I'm like, what do most people do? They're like, you know, everybody's different. So on the main floor where it's tiled in wood, they kept shoes on. But when they went on any of the carpet, they took shoes off. And I'm telling you, it didn't take any more time whatsoever, probably because they're used to it. I think if you were on the mainland and you made somebody come in and out every time and take their shoes off, they'd flip out. But as you know, this is Hawaii, and people do not wear shoes inside. Like, it's a no-no. You just don't do it. And it's fantastic feng shui to not wear shoes in the house. So I'm going to do a lot of mopping tomorrow, and you can't imagine the IKEA boxes that I have to make. I'm sure you can. There's 18. 18. And I did find my toaster oven tonight. I have not found my printer yet, which I really need to find soon because I have many things that I either need to copy or mail or do something with and have no printer. And I'd love to find some envelopes because I keep paying the UPS store like 60 cents an envelope or 50 cents an envelope because, you know, you got to get some things mailed. You know, life is still going on. So with that being said, you look terrific. I'm sorry if I look exhausted, but the fact of the matter is I am. Tomorrow, I told them they could pick them up anytime. I did call to confirm today that tomorrow they would be. I didn't want them showing up with the movers here, us all flipping out. But tomorrow the cubes get picked up, and then it'll be like, oh my God, breathable out there. Like I'm sick of them there now. They've been there a week, and I'm sick of it. So I'm excited about that. My neighbors will probably be excited about that, although I haven't taken up any space on the street whatsoever. And also, I ordered a package online the other day on Saturday from Vegas, and I got it yesterday, Tuesday. Or is today Tuesday? I guess today's Tuesday, no? Yeah, I got it today. Today. So like almost overnight, and it was first class. And yet my mom mailed a package like on the 22nd, and I think I got it today too, but at my other address. So mail is very strange. I don't know if it depends on shape. And my sonic brush is finally shipped from Amazon. So that's always fun. Again, I couldn't keep this video under 15 minutes. I apologize. If you have any questions, be sure to leave them below. I apologize again for my, unpolished look, but this is just the way it had to be to get this video done. And as it is, it's almost 10:30 and it'll take forever to upload. And I hope I can stay awake to do that because tomorrow at 9 o'clock, a maintenance guy is coming by to caulk a bath, recaulk one of the bathrooms that needed it. So that'll be another video. My dripping master faucet that will not drip in front of the handyman. And the handyman, by the way, is just not capable of dealing with this sink. Again, I'll make another video about that because, oh, the life of being a renter. I have a lot of clarity on that. So I would love it if you would subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so already, and be sure to like and thumbs up this video. And if you have any comments or questions, contact information, be sure to ask. I'll be sure to get it going. I do have one wind chime hanging. I don't know if you can hear it, but I love it. It sounds like church bells. So it's beginning to feel a lot like home. I can't wait to give you some more skinny, and I'll be sure to see you tomorrow. Mahalo for watching. Aloha.